As you will see very shortly, I have been neglecting my skin. I've been like going to sleep with my makeup on, not taking it off at night. It's been terrible. So I'm going to do a little bit of skin prep here. I'm pressing the Estee Lauder Micro Essence Toning Lotion into my skin. This helps strengthen the moisture barrier in the skin. I'm also going to apply some Advanced Night Repair Serum all over my face. This, is supposed to be applied at night, but it also works in the morning, just not as well. And then I'm going to use the Advanced Night Repair Eye Serum as well. Put that all over so I'm nice and moisturized and hydrated. Then I'm going to go in with my Clear Difference Oil Control Mattifying Hydrating Gel. This is such amazing stuff if you have oily skin. I highly, highly recommend it. Just putting this all over, this helps control my oil all day. Now I'm going to use a lip scrub. I'm using the Malin & Getz Mojito Lip Balm mixed with the Lush Mint Juleps Lip Scrub and just putting this all over, getting all the flaky, dryness, ickiness off of my lips so they are nice and fresh. I'm also going to sort of prep my hair here, so I'm taking it out and no judgy. Okay, I know I look like crap and my hair is terrible, so we're gonna fix that. First, I'm going in with my Alterna Caviar Oil Gel, and this helps soften your hair so much if you're going to heat style it, like particularly if you're going to heat style it. And then I'm just going to brush that through using my Tangle Teaser. This is a must. If you have tangly hair or curly hair or whatever, this is the most gentle way to get all of your knots out. Then I'm going in with my Alterna Caviar 10-in-1 CC Cream. This stuff is amazing. I've been using this for a couple of years now, using like a quarter-sized amount, mainly focusing this from the mid-length of my hair to the ends, and then rubbing it through the top of my hair when there's just a very little bit left. Then I'm just tying my hair up in a bun so it can sit and marinate while I do my makeup. And I'm having a little Mickey and Minnie moment here. All right, moving on to the makeup. I'm first going in with my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is the original formula, putting this all over my eyes using my ring finger. By the way, I'm getting ready for my best friend's bachelorette party, and I have never been to a bachelorette party before, so that's what I'm getting ready for. Total side note, but kind of not at the same time. Okay, anyway, back to the makeup. I am using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, just the tiniest little dot to conceal my veins. Next, I'm going in with, oh my god, this close-up is so disgusting, I'm so sorry. This is the Brush on BB Glow Highlighting Concealer from Estee Lauder. I've used this stuff to death, obviously, and this is old packaging. The new stuff is, well improved. But anyway, I'm using this just to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and then also underneath my brow bone, just to give my eyes a little bit more dimension and a little bit of natural lift. Then I'm just blending that out very lightly with my Beauty Blender. Next, I am going to set that using the tiniest little bit of Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Naturally Neutral, just using sort of a paddle-shaped brush and just sliding this over my lids. Alright guys, this is the most exciting part of this whole video. This is the Huda Beauty Textured Shadows Palette Rose Gold Edition. Oh my god, I just die. First, I'm going to start using the shades Shy and Sandalwood. I'm mixing those together on a tapered fluffy brush, putting that in my crease, extending it out a little bit past my normal eye space, and creating sort of an outer V shape. Nothing too precise or crazy, just a general idea. I'm just sort of giving my eye a little bit of a pinky but also neutralized base. Now I'm going in with the shade Suede and focusing this a little tiny bit lower than the pink and the sandalwood color that I just did. So this is going to add depth and shadow and dimension, but I don't want it to be too dark. So I'm just kind of lightly buffing this on and, like I said, focusing it a little bit beneath the previous colors. Now I'm going in with the shade Cocoa, focusing this mainly on the outer corners of my eye using another tapered fluffy brush, but this is much more tapered. It's more like a pencil brush. Putting this on the outer V, bringing it slightly into the crease, and then I will blend that out. Honestly, not too much method to the madness here, just general shaping, put it down, and then blend it out. That is my rule of thumb, as most people will say too. Anyway, blend. Okay, now I'm going into Sandalwood again. I'm going to focus this mainly on the inner part of my eye. You can see here I'm not extending it too far to the outer corner, just focusing it mostly in the inner section. Now I'm going in with the shade Black Truffle. I barely barely dipped my brush in there because I don't want it to be too pigmented. This shadow is so pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. And then I am just concentrating this on the outer V some more. And then I'm just going to blend that out with a brush that doesn't have any additional product on it, but some leftover from before. Now, oh my gosh, prepare yourselves. I'm going to use the shade Trust Fund. I had to use my finger for this. That's the only way I could actually get it to apply. This is like gold. Gold? Is that a good way to describe it? I don't know. Whatever the most precious metals are out there, that's what this is like. I mean, it's more of a copper shade, but you know, just in the sense that it's so special and unique. Oh my God, you can see how pigmented this is. It's almost got a sticky consistency, and that's what makes the sparkles stick to your eyes. It's so cool. Now I'm dipping into the shade Fling and just patting this in between the shade Trust Fund and then the black and brownish outer corner I have going on here, just to give me a little bit of something to the eye and just to intensify it. Now I'm going in with my Sigma gel liner in the shade Wicked, which is the black shade, putting this as a wing liner, as this look calls for, obviously. I mean, hello. The one thing I will say is that the sparkles in the shadow pick up, so you have to sort of layer your winged liner on, or your black liner, or whatever, if you are going to do that. Anyway, I am going to just coat my top lashes one time using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and then I'm also going to intensify the outer corner a little bit more and just blend it out again, just so I can have the right amount of depth that I want. Next, I'm going to go to the face. So I'm using my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, or Photo Finish Primer, putting this over my T-zone. Then I'm going to mix some Estee Lauder Double Wear, of course, in the shade 2C3 Fresco, along with some Temp 2 bronzing drops, just to deepen it up like a shade. Not even a shade, like a quarter shade. And then I'm blending that out using a flat top kabuki brush, which I've been loving lately. I've been using a beauty blender so much, but I forgot how much I love my brushes. Anyway, now I am going to use some of my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, putting this under my eyes first with my fingers, and then I'm going to use a brush just to blend it out and, you know, get in the detail areas. Next, I'm going to set my entire face using my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and the first thing I'm going to do is set my under eyes and bake using my Dampen Beauty Sponge. Dip it straight into the powder and press it on there. I've been loving doing this, especially since I've got oily skin. This controls my oil so much more than any other technique or any other like product. Like, this is so awesome. Then I'm just buffing all of this into my skin and wiping away my bake, not letting it sit for too long, just enough to leave some highlight. Next, I'm going into the Go-To palette from NYX and using this contour shade to contour and bronze up my face. This is actually a really beautiful color. However, it is so intense, which is a good thing, but you have to be careful. The tiniest little bit is what you want to start with. I mean, you can always build up, but it's so much harder to take it down once you've gone a step too far. So just be careful with it. I wouldn't say it's the most beginner-friendly contour, but you can definitely make it work. It is really good and really intense. So just keep that in mind. Then I'm also going to contour my nose and underneath my bottom lip to give me a pouty look. Don't I look so pouty? Okay, now onto the brows. I'm using my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer here in the shade Brunette. I forgot to show you an insert of that. I apologize, but you can kind of see what it looks like here. It looks almost identical to an Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but like I've said many times, this is honestly better. In my opinion, it's better, and it's half the price. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff so much. I think it kind of makes my brows look really glossy, and I love that because it looks like they're just natural hairs. Then I'm going to use my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to set them in place. This is just a little sample size. Got this in a Sephora Play, I think, but I do love the Anastasia Brow Gel. Next, I'm going to line my waterline and tightline using my Estee Lauder Intense Kajal liner. This is my absolute favorite. I think I've said this before too, but I honestly don't know if they even make this anymore, but just use your favorite black eyeliner that works the best for you. Now I'm going into the shade Black Truffle from the Huda Beauty palette on a little Sigma brush. This is, I think, a lower lash line brush, like in particular, and I am just putting this really close to my lash line. Then I'm using the shade Cocoa on a pencil brush, buffing this out, focusing this on the outer 2/3 of my eye, and then I'm going to go into a slightly lighter brown shade, this sandalwood color again, and then just put this on the inner part of the eye. I think this, I love the way this turns out. It just looks extra smoky, but not like you're wearing too much. I mean, I know I'm wearing a crap ton of makeup, but I just love the way it looks, basically. Now I'm going into the shade Moon Dust, which is a gorgeous, like, white gold sort of color. Highlighting my brows with this, and then also my inner corner, of course. And I'm going ham on the inner corners. I feel like normally I don't put enough there, so you know, I put it on and I love it and it's great. So yeah. Okay, now I'm going to do my lower lashes just using the Better Than Sex mascara again, coating them one time. Now I'm going to use the Lily lashes from Kiss. These lashes are beautiful and super comfortable, however, super difficult to put on because they are the flimsiest lashes you will ever see. And the corners kept flipping up, so keep that in mind as well. Now I'm going into my Sigma Core de Rosa blush. This is one of my favorite blushes. It is such a gorgeous color and it's honestly just universal. It looks good on so many different people and with so many different looks. Next, I'm going in with Champagne Pop. You guys know what this is, of course. I am packing this on like I've never packed it on before. I'm basically using a whole pan, and that's okay because it's not limited edition, so I can always go buy more if I need to. So I am by no means using a light hand with this. I'm also going to put this on my forehead above my brows up into my hairline. This, oh my gosh, I feel like that is like the trick to this look and just looking so dewy. Next, I'm going to line my lips using the Estee Edit by Estee Lauder, the Barest Lip Liner or lip pencil or something. This is one of the nude lip pencils. I will leave the exact name of it down below, along with everything else that I use in this video. I am now using the shade Sao Paulo from the Ofra Liquid Lipsticks. This is a beautiful shade, but honestly a little bit too nude for me, or at least a little bit too nude for this look. So I went over that with one of my NYX Simply Nude Lips, like chubby sticks, and then just blending that out using a lip brush, and this looks so much better in my opinion. Then I'm setting everything in place using my L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. Now the makeup's done and I'm feeling great. The hair, however, is not looking great, so let's get to that. I'm literally just going to straighten it, which I'm pretty sure you guys know how to do. I just brush it out and then I use my straightener and I clamp the hair and I pull it down to the end. You guys know the drill. I won't bore you too much with this, but I just wanted to make a quick comment about my hair. I am so happy that I went back to closer to my natural color. You can see how dark my roots are. That is my natural hair color. So being like basically bleached blonde with metallic silver hair, while I loved that, it was just amazing and, you know, so fun, and I got to kind of like be a different person and, you know, be completely different. I loved that. It killed and fried my hair like I never could have ever imagined, and, you know, I am not a hair professional by any means, so I am not educated in hair. So obviously I knew that dyeing it, bleaching it, and everything would, you know, totally damage it and ruin my hair, but not to the extent that it did. Obviously, what I found out is that the darker your hair is, the more color you have to lift, and most likely the more damaged your hair will be. So my hair took a beating, to say the least, and honestly, I feel really good. I feel like I'm back to being myself again. So this is my new brown hair, and it honestly already feels so much healthier. Now just for an outfit change. Okay guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love the way this look turned out, so let me know what you think down in the comments below. I think that Huda Beauty palette is just freaking amazing. I cannot wait to play around with it even more. These colors are just gorgeous. The shimmer and the payoff that you get is out of this world, so I highly recommend that. It is so, oh, it's so good. As per usual, I'm running super late, so I have to sign off really quickly. Thank you again so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will be back really soon with another video. Bye!